Hello, dear students, very good morning to you. And today we are going to start the syllabus for semester 2. In the prescribed syllabus, which is prescribed by the Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University for semester 2, in the section of prose, we have to learn the first lesson. And that first lesson is written by a lady who has been called as a revolutionary lady because of her revolutionary steps she has taken in her career. I think the university has this special intention when this lesson is prescribed to you. Nowadays, we are always hearing about, or we have that type of discussion everywhere. In many corners of the streets and on Nukkad and many places, we have that type of discussion among the people that there should be the empowerment of woman. We are always witnessing such type of discussions. But it was this lady who herself took the revolutionary step in her career, and she was also challenging the authorities, then authorities, those who were not ready to enter the lady candidates in the field of automobile engineering. But it was this lady who made such a revolutionary decision, and she took a placement in the automobile engineering sector. I think that it is not a simple thing to see, but it is an inspirational thing that girls in classroom, girls in society, women in society should think in the way of this writer. मित्रांनो, आपल्या अभ्यासाला दिलेले जे पाठ आहेत, धडे आहेत, लेसन्स आहेत, कविता आहेत, या काही केवळ द्यायच्या म्हणून दिल्या अशातला भाग नाही. त्याच्यामध्ये काहीतरी तथ्य आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये काहीतरी एक असा सिद्धांत आहे की जो तुम्ही अधोरेखित केला पाहिजे. या व्हिडिओच्या माध्यमातून ऑनलाईन सगळा कार्यक्रम चाललेला असल्यामुळे शिक्षणाचा, या व्हिडिओच्या माध्यमातून तुम्हाला सांगण्याचा प्रयत्न करतो आहे. परंतु प्रत्यक्ष भेटीमध्ये किंवा प्रत्यक्ष शिक्षणामध्ये कदाचित मी तुम्हाला अधिक सांगू शकलो असतो. ओके, व्हॉट एव्हर इट मे बी. अधूनमधून असं थोडंसं मराठीत बोलेनच, कारण तुम्ही बहुतेक सगळे ग्रामीण भागातली मुलं आहात. इंग्रजी तेवढी कानावर पडलेली नाही आहे. मी आपलं इंग्रजीत बोलत जायचं आणि तुम्हाला ते काहीच कळायचं नाही. यापेक्षा बेटर आहे की मी थोडंसं लिंक तुमची लागण्यासाठी काहीतरी तुमच्याशी मी बोललो पाहिजे मराठीतून. चला पुन्हा आपण लेसनवर येऊ. It is a first lesson and the title of the lesson is Appro JRD. This lesson shows a coordination between two elements, a cordial relationship between two elements, and the two elements are: one is employer and second is employee. Employer and employee. But the relation between these two elements, but the relation between these two sections working in an industry is very different. And how different it is, or how we can say how different it was, is very finely written, is very beautifully written in this lesson by Sudha Murthy. If you go through the textbook, you will find that how great Sudha Murthy is. In the textbook, you will have details about the biography of Sudha Murthy, that how she was a child, how she took her education, how she struggled to take her education, how she became an engineer, and after becoming an engineer, when she wanted to get a job opportunity in automobile engineering sector, and when fortunately there was a vacancy in India's one of the renowned companies, she got pleased. But in an advertisement, it was written that lady candidate need not apply to this post. This was a very striking thing for Sudha Murthy. It was really a very dangerous thing for her. Or we can say she could not digest this. And she sent a letter to the authority of that company. And in that letter she said, or she wrote, that you should not advertise like this. How can you say, or how could you come to this conclusion that a lady candidate cannot do this job? So in that letter, she also requested to the Tata Group executives that they should give a chance to her for an interview. And fortunately, she got a chance. They sent an interview letter to her. She appeared for an interview. And on the basis of her knowledge, what she had, she won the post. Even in an interview, she was. So what I was talking about, I was talking about Sudha Murthy and how she made struggle in her career. So after sending a letter to the authorities of Tata Automobile Engineering, she received a letter, and in an interview she stands on her merit base at the topmost position, and she got a job. It is a struggle what she did for getting the job, but the lesson is not about this struggle. Try to understand. It is for your information, it is for your curiosity. What I expected that you wanted to satisfy. So in that way, I have given you all these details about Sudha Murthy. After getting job in Tata Automobile Engineering, that is then in Telco in Pune, she came to Pune and settled there for getting her job duties fulfilled. Meanwhile, during her job hours as well as during her time of duties, whenever she came in contact with JRD Tata, what she felt, what she observed, what she learned, what were the things that appealed her too much, and how a person who is having so many responsibilities, so many duties, so many works, but still he remains calm and quiet with the humorous face. How a person remains stable and stands still even after having the fulfillment of all expectations in his life. Sudha Murthy wanted to concentrate on this point in this chapter. My perspective of looking towards this chapter is different. And I am expecting that perspective should be concentrated by you also. And so in that way, the title of the chapter is Appro. Appro, it means आपले, आपला, आपली, आपलंसं वाटणारे, जवळचा वाटणारे, cordial. The relation having with the hearts, heartiest relations, that things are there in that lesson. So, Sudha Murthy has expressed that all the details about this person in this lesson. Dear students, what you need to learn, what you need to concentrate is that how the great person like Tata and how he behaved with his employees. There were only 2 or 3 meetings between Sudha Murthy and Tata was happened. But whenever she came in contact with Tata, whenever she had a chance to get discuss, to get interact with JRD, she came to know that greatness is not because of the wealth. Greatness is not because of the power what you have. Greatness is not because of the money how much you have. Greatness is not because of the number of the workers working under you. But the greatness is in understanding the feelings and the problems of others. It was seen by Sudha Murthy in the personality of JRD Tata that whenever they had a contact, whenever they had an interaction, she came to know that how cordially Tata was asking questions to her. That questions were about her personal life, personal problem, personal feelings, as well as he was trying to understand her personal complications, because he knew it very well that she is one and only woman employee in her firm, in his firm. And so he was discussing with Sudha Murthy. When Sudha Murthy came in contact with Narayan Murthy and they got married, after some years when they established that well-renowned software company in India, that is Infosys, even at that time also, JRD Tata was giving blessings to them, and there was no any type of competition, there was no any type of hatred, there was no any type of jealousy in the personality of Tata was seen. And this is the greatness of the personality of Tata, which made him not only the owner and the proprietor of the Tata Group of Industries, but made him Appro JRD, and that is very important. I think that this perspective should be learned, this perspective should be seen and grasped by the students. This is the real intention of introducing this chapter to you. I hope you got my point and you will try to understand the personality of Sudha Murthy as well as JRD Tata. Thank you.